Hi, I'm Michael Sazin, the Parrot Wizard. I've got Kili, my Senegal Parrot here, and today I'd like to teach you about parrot nail trimming using a nail file, or better yet, a parrot nail trimmer stone. You can get a nail trimmer stone just like this at parrotwizard.com. Grab a training perch and follow along this video to learn how to properly and safely and easily groom your parrot's nails voluntarily. Now, in a previous video, you've seen how well Rachel volunteers to allow me to groom her nails, where she just picks up the foot, gives me her foot herself, and allows me to do what I gotta do. Now, Kili was actually never trained this, and I thought this would be a good opportunity to show you how I used to do Kili's nails, and then show you the actual live training as it happens, and teach her to allow me to groom her nails the same as Rachel. Now, normally Kili's grab trained, and she just allows me to be able to grab her and pick her up. And while I'm able to hold her, she will let me do her nails. But as you can see, not super thrilled, but you know, it would get by. It wouldn't stress her out too much. I'd be able to get the nails done while having her in a restraint to make sure she doesn't get out and get hurt, and then give her a treat at the end. And not the prettiest way to do it, but of course is safer, especially if you're going to use scissors or cut the nails. You really do want to be holding down the bird. You don't want any sudden movements at the last moment and accidentally cut too much nail off, or worse yet, cut a toe. Now, when it comes to using a nail file, it's possible to teach the parrot to just give you their foot and stand while standing on a stand and let you do that business completely voluntarily. The nail file is just much more benign. It's just much more benign. It doesn't cause as much irritation or fear. So as long as the parrot is a participant in the process, they'll know what to do. We're going to start out with the point that Kili's a little upset about the nail file. Not too much. He's kind of wondering, what do you want me to do with that? But as you see, if I say, Kili, give me your foot. Kili, give me your foot. Can I do your nails? She doesn't know what to do, like Rachel, so we're going to begin the training. I'm not 100% sure how long it's going to take. Kili's a very well-trained bird, and she picks up on new commands and tricks very quickly. Might take a single session, might take a few, but no matter how many sessions it takes to do the training, practice always makes perfect, and practicing for a longer time will make her better at it. So before we even show the nail file, I'm going to put it away and forget about the nail file for a little bit. I got to start by working on the "Can I have your foot" command, is to teach the parrot to give me her foot, and also kind of forget about that uncomfortable grooming that we did with the hold down, and maybe forget about the old way of doing things, and then introduce the nail file in a new way. Now, you're going to want to make sure you're familiar with the techniques of positive reinforcement training, and how to give treats, how to get the bird to cooperate, how to do a few basic tricks, how to target, so that the parrot already knows how to learn. And you can learn how to do that from my book, The Parrot Wizard's Guide to Well-Behaved Parrots, and using a similar mindset, similar treats, similar training technique, as well as a parrot training perch, we'll be all ready to do the training. You really want to have an adjustable height training perch like this, available from parrotwizard.com, so that your parrot can be at a comfortable height while you're doing the training. You don't want to have the parrot be on some kind of tall stand above your head where you're uncomfortable, it's hard to reach the parrot to do the training. Likewise, you don't want the bird on a table or down way too low where you can't really work with the bird. You really want to make sure you have an adjustable height training perch so that the bird can be at the most comfortable height while you're doing the training. Now, to do this training, I'm going to need to have some treats that the bird likes that have been determined based on the treat development technique that I explain in the book. A clicker and target stick. Here's a Parrot Wizard brand clicker, and you can get a free clicker and target stick actually included with a copy of my book, The Parrot Wizard's Guide to Well-Behaved Parrots, when ordered directly from parrotwizard.com, or as part of a parrot training perch kit. So those will be very helpful. You can of course also purchase those separately, but you're going to want to have these tools to help the parrot understand what it is we're trying to teach. So just as a warm-up exercise, we're just going to make sure the bird is motivated with a little bit of targeting. Make sure the bird's ready to go. Now, for the rest of this exercise, I'm actually not going to need the target stick, just the clicker to click the correct moment that the bird is following what I'm trying to teach. Now, lucky for me, Kili knows the wave command. Kili, wave! Good bird. And she can pick up her foot, but the problem is I'm going to need her to give me her other foot, and she never waves her other foot. So I'm going to actually start on the opposite foot, the foot that she doesn't normally wave, so that we can start on this new command, the give me your foot command. All right, Kili, can I have your foot? As you see, I'm doing a mock step up. Kili's already step up trained. It's very important that the bird is properly step up trained. But if the bird is coming over, Kili, come step up. There you go. So Kili follows the step up command, but because she's dominant on the other foot, she's lifting the wrong foot for me. So I'm going to do a mock step up. I'm going to try to show my hand to the side such that she can only use her not favored, her right foot, and try to get her to pick up that foot. And I'm going to click and give her a treat as soon as she picks up the foot that I'm trying to get her to pick up. Kili, come step up. Kili, step up, turn. Kili, turn. Can you come step up? There we go. She just slightly picked up that foot. She didn't even step up on my hand, but because she picked up the foot I wanted her to pick up, I click and give her a treat. Kili, step up. There you go. Kind of jerked my hand away a little bit too quick because I didn't want her to actually step up, but I got her to pick up her foot. Kili, up. There we go. That foot came up. Very good. Kili, up. There we go. Now she's picking up the foot. She's starting to catch on that I want something to do with picking up that foot. Foot. There you go. Good birdie. Thank you. Kili, can I have your foot? Kili, can I have your foot? There we go. So I'm just trying to get her to pick up that foot, maybe place it on my hand, but not to step up with her full weight onto my hand. Kili, can I have your foot? Good bird. Kili, can I have your foot? There we go, good bird. Notice how I click right at the moment that that foot comes up at its highest point to encourage her to lift her foot higher and give me that foot in the future. Kili, can I have your foot? Kili, can I have your foot? Kili, can I have your foot? Good. And this time I actually put a little bit of my fingers on and grab that foot as well. So I'm going to try to encourage her to pick up that foot for me herself and then allow me to hold it as I'm going to need to while I'm filing that claw. Kili, can I have your foot? Kili, can I have your foot? Kili, can I have your foot? Can I have your foot? Can I have your foot? There we go. I'm trying to hold off clicking and getting her foot onto my finger so I can kind of hang on to it, but she was putting it back down, so I clicked for when she had her foot up. Kili, foot. Good bird. And that time I actually gave her a bonus treat for just staying with her foot in my hand and not trying to jump on my hand. Kili, can I have your foot? Good. This time I clicked as soon as that foot hit my hand, so that she knows that really the goal, the purpose here is to come over and put that foot in my hand. Kili, can I have your foot? Kili, foot. Picking up the wrong foot, at least for now, so I'm going to ignore that and try again. Kili, foot. Kili, foot. Good. Good birdie. Kili, foot. There we go. Now she took a step over to put her foot in my hand. That's what I'm trying to go for. I want to teach her the power of consent, that I'm not going to grab your foot. I'm not going to come after you with the file. Only if you come over and give me your foot yourself. Only then will the filing proceed, as you'll see later on. Kili, can I have your foot? Good. And as you may have noticed, the command really is the word foot. The can I have or give me your foot, that's for me to make it easy, but foot, that's the cue, foot. So in the beginning, I'll try to use the word foot a lot, and then later, for common language, I can say give me your foot, can I have your foot. As long as the word foot is the last thing in the sentence, Kili will understand that that's the command. Foot. Good birdie. And thanks for letting me hold your foot for a longer time. There you got a second bonus treat. Good bird. Starting to catch on, huh? Foot. Turn. Foot. Good. Foot. There we go. I think she's really catching on now. What a smart birdie. We're all in one session, huh? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get Kili to step away and see if she'll come over and give me her foot. She's starting to add two and two together. Kili, come here. Good. Foot. Foot. There. Up. All right, well, she tried to get on, but we're getting there. She's coming over to bring me her foot. Kili, come here. Kili, foot. Good bird. Now she got it. Kili came over and gave me her foot. That's awesome. In just this one training session here, Kili's already coming over and giving me her foot. And then later on, when we introduce the nail file, she's going to know that by offering me her foot, she's giving me permission to do something to her feet, possibly hold them, look at them, file them, but she'll understand that she's a participant, and if she doesn't want her feet to be touched at that moment, she just doesn't come, and I'm not going to bother her. Kili, come give me your foot. Good bird. Kili, can I have your foot? Good bird. Thank you for giving me your foot. All right, well, Kili's doing such an awesome job giving me her foot. Now she understands the command. I want to switch sides and try on the other side real quick. And because I really want her to know to give me whatever foot is closer, whichever side I'm on, and not just to do this foot only. Kili, can I have your foot? Turn. Kili, can I have your foot? Good. All right, now we're going to switch sides. I'm going to come over to the other side, okay? Kili, can I have your foot? Kili, can I have your foot? There we go, good bird. I knew this foot was going to be easier because this is her waving foot, her dominant foot. So this should go quicker. Kili, can I have your foot? Good bird. Kili, can I have your foot? Good bird. That went real quick. I'm going to switch sides back and forth a bunch of times so that Kili really learns to give me whichever foot I'm asking for, whichever foot's closest, rather than a certain preferred foot. Can I have your foot? Good bird. Can I have your foot? Can I have your foot? She turns, she's giving me the wrong one, so Kili, can I have your foot? Can I have your foot? Can I have your foot? Good. Thank you, good birdie. Switch sides again. Can I have your foot? Good bird. All right, you put down. Can I have your foot? Good bird. Can I have this foot? Good. Kili got it. She totally gets it. What was that, 5-10 minutes of training here? And maybe 20-30 times, and she gets it. Now keep in mind, Kili's a highly trained parrot. She knows over 30 parrot tricks. She's got years of training experience. She catches on much quicker. The pace may be different for every parrot. The more tricks your parrot knows, the easier it'll be to teach. The less tricks your parrot knows, the more your parrot's going to be just learning how to learn. But if you keep following this process patiently and give your parrot a chance to learn, you'll be able to have them giving you their foot in no time, and then spend some time practicing this skill prior to introducing the nail file. So Kili, can I have your foot? Good birdie. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to end this session here. I want to end on a good note. Everything's going great. Kili's still motivated. She wants to keep doing more. But I don't want to start the nail file at the end, kind of the dwindling off of a session. So Kili's still good, but she might only be good for a couple more minutes. I don't want to ruin this great progress we're having. I want to make sure this settles in a little better. I want to make sure it sinks in. I want to make sure next time she knows to give me her foot right off the bat. I want to keep practicing, can I have your foot, until she'll do that in the beginning of a session without any additional retraining. And then, when she's really good at it, really eager to give me her foot, then I'll introduce the nail file at the beginning of a session with some fresh motivation. All right, now it's later in the same day. Time to try a second training session. Going to see if Kili remembers how to give me her foot, and if she does, then I'll be ready to start introducing the file. Kili, can I have your foot? Can I have your foot? There we go, good bird. So she remembers, a little rusty, can practice a couple times, and then I'll be ready to begin the file. Can I have your foot? Can I have your foot? Good bird. Let's make sure we can do it on the other side. Kili, can I have your foot? Good birdie, alright. Kili, can I have your foot? Can I have your foot? Can I have your foot? Good bird. So Kili's doing a great job. She remembers it from last time. Now I'm ready to introduce the file. Of course, if your parrot doesn't have as much training experience, I'd recommend practicing this for at least a few days, if not a week, before introducing the file to really get it down there in long-term memory and maybe not overwhelm the bird with the file all at once. So here I have my nifty Parrot Wizard parrot nail trimmer. It's a stone. It looks like a file, it acts like a file, but it's a stone, so it does a much better job at grooming nails. And very, very, very convenient for parrot talons, because those talons are quite sharp and quite strong. Using a paper nail file, much more likely to get ripped through. And if your bird starts biting on it, they're going to bite through a paper nail file. This one's like a rock, so they're not going to damage it. So in order to introduce this, I'm going to begin by showing it at a far distance and really not making it be about that file at all in the first place. And just ask Kili to give me her foot and give her a treat for that. So here we go. Here, Kili, can I have your foot? Good. So we're just doing that in the presence of the file, but not using the file at this time. Kili, can I have your foot? Good birdie. And really, I should try to give her those treats without even imposing with the file. Now, Kili doesn't seem afraid of it, but in case the bird is, you don't want to approach too much. So I'm just showing a little closer each time and saying, can I have your foot? And I'm working on getting the bird to kind of get distracted and not really think about the file and think about giving me the foot instead. Kili, can I have your foot? Good bird. All right, very nice. Kili, can I have your foot? Good birdie. All right. So little by little, I just get closer and closer to the file and continue getting the bird to give me the foot. Kili, can I have your foot? Good bird. And now we're getting quite close. And Kili's still quite comfortable. Can I have your foot? Can I have your foot? Good bird. The more fearful the bird is of the file, the harder it's going to be to get them to give you the foot. Hold it further away, make it less about the file, more about giving the foot. But as they get more comfortable, you can have it closer and closer. Now, I recommend that if you do purchase one of these parrot nail trimmer stones from Parrot Wizard, that you don't use it forcefully on the bird like I demonstrated in the beginning of the video, and instead save it for the training. It'll be much easier to teach the bird to not be scared of something it's never seen before, in a good or a bad way, than something that it's afraid of. All right, Kili, can I have your foot? Can I have your foot? Good. And we're just going to keep getting closer and closer. Kili, can I have your foot? And I'm going to have that file kind of close to the foot, but again, not touching, not filing, not doing anything with it just yet. All right, Kili, can I have your foot? Can I have your foot? Good. And just closer and closer to that foot with each try. Kili, can I have your foot? Didn't touch the foot there, but I got it very close. Kili, can I have your foot? That time I just moved her foot to touch the nail to the file. We're making big progress here. Very good, Kili. Good birdie. You're doing so good. You're doing so good. All right, can I have your foot? Kili, can I have your foot? And this time I held her foot for a little longer, made contact with the file, but I'm not dragging the file across the bird's nails just yet. I really want to build that confidence. I want the bird to be comfortable and volunteer to give me the foot without worry about that uncomfortable feeling of having it filed. Can I have your foot? Can I have your foot? Good bird. One little pass, a little tiny stroke, barely any pressure. I'm just going to build it up gradually until the bird is comfortable having the nails trimmed. Can I have your foot? Can I have your foot? There we go. Thank you for giving me your foot. And we're gonna... Good job. Don't let the bird get uncomfortable. I just do a little bit of gentle filing, more to just get the bird used to the motions than to actually do any filing at this time. But it's going great and Kili's playing along. Can I have your foot? Can I have your foot? Now notice there, Kili touched the file. She's trying to see, like, she's doing exploratory behavior. She's trying to see, like, well, what am I supposed to do with this file thing in order to get the treats? And she touched it, and I did not click the clicker. I didn't give her a treat, so that she learns that that has nothing to do with it, but picking up your foot and giving me your foot does. All right, Kili, can I have your foot? Can I have your foot? Can I have your foot? Good bird. Very nice job there, Kili. At this point, to make it a little bit easier, I'm going to stop using the clicker. We don't have a specific moment we're trying to encourage like before. Before, it was really the picking up the foot moment that I was trying to capture and using the clicker for. That really helped Kili figure that out and understand that more quickly. But at this point, it's more about just staying patient and going along with this entire scene of having the foot pick up, let me hold that foot, let me drag the file across, and then just be patient and get your treats at the end. So now it's becoming more of a taming rather than a training exercise because the training is already complete and Kili knows to give me her foot when I ask for it. All right, here we go. Kili, can I have your foot? Good. Now that time Kili tried to beak at the file, not really aggressive, but she's trying to discover, what do you want from me? Do you want me to do something with this? And the answer is no. I'm not going to punish that, but what I'm going to do is not give any treats for that. And next time when she keeps her beak away and allows me to file the nail, that's when she's going to get treats for it. Kili, can I have your foot? Can I have your foot? Good. So this time she didn't try to touch the file, so she does get a treat. Can I have your foot? Can I have your foot? Kili, can I have your foot? There we go. Good job. Let me file that nail a little bit. Good birdie. That was very good. So my goal right now, more than actually making any big removal on the nail, is really just get the bird used to the sensations and realize that nothing's going to happen. We're not going to hold you down. We're not going to make it hurt. We're not going to do a lot. Just trust me here. With that trust, I'll always be able to do a little more grooming until we get the removal done. All right, Kili, can I have your foot? Here we go. Let's try a different nail this time. Good bird. And Kili looked away during the filing there. It was a coincidence, but I made sure to stop and give her a treat right away because I do want to encourage her to kind of keep her beak away and not get in the way rather than trying to play with the file and help me along the way. Can I have your foot? Good bird. Making huge progress here. She's doing so good. Let's jump over to the other side and get her used to giving me whichever foot I'm pointing to rather than just always getting used to giving me the same one. Alright, let's go over to this side here. Kili, can I have your foot? Good. And I'm not going to rush things too much with the second foot. I'm going to also start by approaching a little at a time because new foot, new trick. It's very similar, but I want to make sure the bird has a chance to understand it. Can I have your foot? Can I have your foot? Good birdie. Very nice job. Good bird. Kili, can I have your foot? Alright, good bird. Kili, can I have your foot? Kili, can I have your foot? Good birdie. Kili, can I do your beak? Can we do your beak? Good bird. You can also use the nail. You can also use a nail file or the nail trimmer stone to trim your parrot's beak, especially if they're not a big toy player and their beak starts to get a little bit overgrown. Kili, can I do your beak? Good bird. Same method as doing the nails, just one other place to progressively get the parrot used to the nail file coming closer and closer, some gentle strokes at first, and then more harsh removal once they're used to and cooperating with the process. So there you have it. That's the training method for teaching your parrot how to allow you to groom its nails using a nail file, or better yet, the Parrot Wizard nail trimmer stone voluntarily. So the parrot will learn to come over and give you the foot voluntarily as a sign of acceptance and understanding of what's to come, and voluntarily participating in the grooming process. Kili, can I have your foot? Good. So the process for training a parrot to allow you to do the grooming is a two-step process. First, teach your parrot to give you the foot, one on each side, voluntarily to walk over and give you the foot, and then repeat the training again with the nail trimmer and progressively getting closer and closer until you're able to just gently touch the nail and maybe make some very small strokes until eventually you'll be able to aggressively grind away some of the nail material to shorten and blunt those nails. But when you have a parrot that's on board and a happy participant, a voluntary participant in the grooming process, you don't have to get bit, the parrot doesn't have to get stressed. It's an all-around win-win situation. And unlike using scissors or having the bird groomed by a groomer, the bird's not going to be bleeding. You're not going to be able to take off too much material with the nail trimmer. At worst, you might just nick the quick, and you'll be able to stop the bleeding by stopping before the bleeding gets any worse. If you use scissors, on the other hand, it's possible to cut too much off or possibly even cut a toe, and that can be quite dangerous. So that's the training process, and I hope that you can begin this training. Please have some patience. Realize that Kili is very highly trained. She learned this in just 2 training sessions in 1 day. It may take your parrot a few weeks, possibly months, to do this training, depending on your parrot's background and training experience. But in the meantime, to boost your parrot's training experience and make your parrot more ready to learn things like the nail trimmer stone or wearing an aviator harness to go outside, you can check out parrotwizard.com. I've got loads and loads of resources and products and tools to help you with your training experience with your parrot. It starts with things like my book, The Parrot Wizard's Guide to Well-Behaved Parrots, so that you can learn how to train your parrot. Then you're going to want to get one of these parrot training perch stands, a parrot training perch kit. Comes with a DVD, clicker, and target stick so that you can have a stable platform and a place that is conducive to parrot learning so that you can begin your training exercises. Then on the Train Parrot blog, I have dozens of free training articles and videos that teach you how to teach a whole bunch of tricks, how to train those to your parrot just with your hands and a clicker and target stick. You can take that even further and check out the trick training props such as basketball, bowling, darts, lots of fun activities that you can train to your parrot. These are all very unintrusive, they're very low demand, so the parrot picks up on them very easily, very quickly. No harsh consequences like the nail file, no discomfort, just dunking a basketball. That's just fun and easy, fun in games. So that is a great way to improve your relationship bond and teach your parrot how to be a good student and learn useful skills. Then later on you can extend that to actual useful behaviors such as teaching your parrot to go in a crate or a travel cage, teach your parrot to allow you to be able to grab and pick up and hold a bird, particularly for vet exams or some harsher grooming if it's required. And of course you can use positive reinforcement training to teach the parrot to use the nail trimmer voluntarily. So using all these skills, you'll be able to enhance your parrot relationship and get your parrot to voluntarily and stress-free participate in the daily maintenance behavior that's required for a pet that's in the home. So check out 600 plus free Parrot Wizard videos and all these exciting tools and resources at parrotwizard.com. Thanks so much for watching, and lots more Parrot Wizard videos coming soon.